withstand a lot of this physical damage. What do you think?
They can't bat. No, they will.
LC, I want them to change press the attack, so it's a much lesser Conquer early on, as he even looks to TP back to base to refill the bottle, get the magic
Hold
stick.
that third. Wymon might actually go down for our first blood here as Escord's got to look to connect by the bottom outpost, and will be the Grimshow.
So I want to ask you actually, how do you feel about this new Execration roster so far? Let's ignore Escort. Let's assume that Tino, who was playing for them yesterday, is still going to be doing so. They don't have Nando.
Hold on, Gabby. He's actually going to get the kill onto the Spirit Breaker instead, and he's got Refraction available. So Gabby, now Grimshark's going to be in a bit of trouble here. Spirit Breaker taking some time to connect to bottom. Samuel has had the opportunity to pop the Selv, and now Escort feels like he can dive under the tower, but I mean, they need the sentry. It's just out of range, and I mean, Gabby doesn't have the opportunity to get Refraction up fast enough. I mean, this does leave mid vulnerable though, as Carl gets the kill on Bob, so that's a big one to claim. Escort though, going to take a little bit of damage there from the neutrals as well. Wymon, with his 2 points in the odds, is going to increase that movement speed, but thanks to the Stroke of Fate, holding back. He's still continuing the chase though, with Stroke up shortly, or the overwhelming odds, and in the Kraken. Let's see how much this is really going to help provide him to maybe take off any of the stuns, but unfortunately Cuckoo's already taken a little bit too much damage. Does have an extra teammate TPing over. It's actually going to be Carl as he drops the ultimate, but it doesn't hit on Marb instead, and Carl feels he's going to be a little bit too vulnerable to continue the chase, so the Bane just gets out to safety, but the Disruptor won't be so fortunate. They're still going to hunt Carl down though. They've got vision to be able to set up for the charge. It's only level 1 in the blink, so he's not going to have it up in a too quick of a time here as Escort can close the distance, and now with the follow-up stun, thanks to the Nether Strike, it's going to be Escort helping out. And we were speaking a bit about the draft and how T1, it feels like, especially being on Radiant, they're going to have a lineup that could just take the early Roshan and look to end the game early with how Templar Assassin really fares. Do we hold that thought as Execration? They spoke on 3. They're just going to move into the jungle and try and bring down Whitemon. So not the highest value target being brought down. If they maybe can get...
Probably not, to be completely honest. I feel like, Zephyr, going to place some of these really deep observer wards. He's actually getting scouted out by Bob here, so look to give up his life.
He's got Whitemon behind him.
Good position. Yeah.
Press the attack off, but they are fighting by the dire territories, so he's going to turn around, chuck up the duel, another glimpse away as well. I mean, Samuel's already got a majority of his abilities up, but now they're still going to look to stand their ground with Escort charging on over. The stuns are there on Carl, but he's already got an ultimate orb, so relatively tanking. The Queen of Pain feels like he's in a position to jump on over forward to bring down Bob, but he doesn't have any extra damage. As Carl... They don't have too long of their smoke. They're going to see Escort's position now. If they can get a ward up quickly by the triangle, they're going to be in a really good position to take the fight. Vincenzo will lead. They'll drop the Static Storm for it. A lot of hate, but now Cuckoo revealing the blink as well. We still haven't seen the first Ravage of the game, and it looks like we won't even need it just yet as well. There's both supports on Execration getting blocked.
The Gush with the Desolator, with the Meld, this Rush will go down pretty damn quickly.
They do have at least relatively good vision in the area. And yeah, the boys on T1 feel like they can't take this. They're actually going to connect to top though, where Zephyr and Carl battling over against Escort at the moment. Cuckoo flying over just to provide some damage mitigation, but yeah, they need to provide help to Gabby as well. And they're trying to get in the area fast enough. They've got a way to cancel off, and now Cuckoo as well, TPing to the T1 tower so he can get there that little bit faster. As T1, they come through in the nick of timing to keep the core alive, and now Carl is looking over for another kill as well. They're going to continue to chase down Vincenzo. I mean, Wymon's got the duel. You'd love to pick up your second victory of the game, and yes, sir, they will.
Crew's just hunting for more.
There's going to be a big advantage now through the team fight. Gabby, you got Wymon nearby, so I mean, Bob is going to be completely useless through this next fight. Mob's still chunking down Gabby. Even Escort's going to look to move on over as well. They need to counter-initiate fast, otherwise his first life's going to get blown up. How do they set up for the second though? Cuckoo looking to fly on over. They can't really aim the Medusa at the moment, so they'll turn to deal with Escort instead. Well, 1 for 1, getting rid of the Aegis, but I mean, it's going to cost Whitemon as well, as we see kind of the big time. Bob trailing the crit wave with Whitemon and Gabby nearby. Got BKB, of course. Whitemon's going to cut off the retreat, and him being able to catch him out allows Gabby just to stand and beat into the Conquer. And oh, there we go. Whitemon, he's honestly doing decent. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Are they going to come back to defend this? Mob's doing a lot of damage. Here comes the TPs. Starting on the Medusa's really not an easy task at all. They're trying to force some supports behind him to get out of the formation that they're set up in at the moment. Gonna continue to keep Mob nearby. Now with the Static Storm getting dropped as well, maybe they can focus down the Medusa. Her mana slowly getting burnt away, with the Ravage going to be used to cancel off the Fiend's Grip, but a lot of ultimates and not able to net them any kills at the moment for the boys on T1, and well, they'll just turn it back around as Carl blinks into the middle, but that's going to cost him his life. Gabby still having a free fight at the moment though. They've got the ward on the higher gun, so Gabby can just assassinate the rest of Execration. Now they drag back the Medusa as well as Whitemon finds another dual victory too. Gabby triple.
As she continues to build in, she actually was going into a Silver Edge initially, but now has just switched up into the Daedalus, realizing that you just need pure damage rather than any kind of
Escort. Oh, no. Spirit Breaker. 70 damage now on Whitemon. I mean, this is getting to the stage where he's going to be hitting relatively hard. Bob behind him. They can glimpse him away from the tower. That might be the play. They don't get too much distance. An early use of the Stone Gaze as well is not really going to give Mob an opportunity to retreat. They'll jump the Disruptor at least, taking away one of the supports, but it still gives Cuckoo a free fight. Ravage onto 4. Carl's prioritizing the backline, but Escort's respawn. Mob's only getting tickled at the moment with that level 20. The sustain really starting to add up. They just have to look to kite the Medusa, but it's going to cost Gabby at least his first life. T1, do they want to stick around for round 2, or they're just kind of set up for the retreat? Gabby's able to get the blink away. Carl 2 up to the higher ground, and they will not continue the chase.
Looking to as efficient as possible. There's not
There we
going to be
go.
Roche. It's very clear.
Oh no,
Arcane Rune.
Carl!
Hey.
Okay, well, he doesn't have BKB. They need to protect him. Cuckoo's gonna fly over, provide some assistance with the double Ravage. They're still trying to target down Carl as well. He's able to get the blink away. Cuckoo comes in, the savior, to keep the position 2 alive. Now with both Ravages on cooldown, T1, do they feel like they're in a position to chase for more? Oh, indeed they are, as Vincenzo gets blown up. Now they're going to look over to Escort as well. And Carly, you force Execration to break formation by that rune, and well, he's going to provide the extra vision as well to chase.
Should be hitting him from that close range.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, they see that Mob ended up going for
Escort's
the
going to
smoke.
continue the charge. Ravage once again disrupting. Cuckoo is going to find multiple heroes, but they've got a big issue with the Medusa's health pool as Mob gets blown out without popping the BKB. Amel's going to attempt the TPR, will be fortunate enough, but off to the side, Whitemon lands another dual victory. I don't know if it was on cooldown or something to play around with the ultimate. Now Carl might be in trouble as well. They pop both the Lincolns. Carl's going to be protected thanks to the pressed attack, but they've dealt with Whitemon instead.
They bumped him onto the high ground.
I think Legion actually has to buy back. You cannot give this Roche up for Execration, and Escort's going to continue to charge on forward as well. They'll get rid of Zephyr, now turning to Carl as well. The lack of control starting to be an issue for Execration, as maybe they've overstepped a boundary. Cuckoo's got Ravage up in a couple of seconds, refreshes shortly as well. Gabby is slowly burning up the refraction. He's going to need some assistance, and once again, Cuckoo flies over the cliff line. They'll blow up the Spirit Breaker. Now Grimstroke's the next on the agenda, and they can just kite Mob with ease. The goddamn Halberd making it so difficult for him to do any damage. Now the Jewel's out, and Whitemon's been able to get more damage to add to the tally.
Oh, you're always feeling so for it, but lower cooldown's also nice as well.
Yeah.
Increased damage, Satanic. Just stand in the middle of a team fight without too much of a care in the world, as long as you get that Phantom's Embrace off you.
And that's often how we like to see Tide play into the Medusa as well. Just on top of her, especially with the Halberd, but the Anchor Smash damage reduction. Man, Cuckoo's just gonna blow up the first ultimate. Now with the Static Storm dropped as well, they feel they got plenty of damage to go through the tank to get rid of the Medusa, and it looks like that's not gonna be the case. Mob's actually able to get out to safety. Carl's even pouncing on forward as well, but T1, the recognition, I mean, they're going to be off the mark with their calculation. Now Cuckoo as well. They gave
gotta
him the
get rid of
Aegis, they
Genesis
gave him the
Race.
shard. He might not get the Ravage off. But there's no follow-up. So everything used for T1 just to blow up the Deuce is going to cost them so dearly. Gabby, he's still actually sticking around. How is Cuckoo alive? This goddamn mitigation, the anchor smash, he doesn't get away though. Bob is able to cut him down. Gabby doesn't also. Psionic projection not going to be fast enough, and now with the refraction completely burnt. Execration? What's going
Able to
on?
hold. You know what that was? That was the 30 damage that you got on the Medusa because you're able to win that duel against the Legion Commander. They tried dropping absolutely everything onto Marb before he could pop that BKB, but he was just too quick. He was on the money there. The Static Storm wasn't able to catch him out, and the return damage.
All of a sudden?
Also got this level. Ooh, is that going to be a big
Smoke
deal?
on smoke.
Probably not.
Cuckoo? Can he find the angle to start the fight? If they can blow up the Titan Hunter, it's a big component to the lineup with T1, 2 down. They don't have buybacks. Hang on a second, what's going on? Sawbone out on Gabby along with Whitemon. They can close the distance. Another down without buyback. Escort! Hang on, he's going to cancel on Gabby as well. So Templar Assassin's not going to make it out. You're just hoping he's going to buy back, and he doesn't.
Oh my god.
No, don't say it's so.
So the one person with buyback is out pushing lanes, and he's the one remaining alive here. So Carl, he's going to do his best to try and keep this one going.
I just got to cut mid.
Well, look at the TA traps, though. He's just going to keep popping them. These creep waves are going to die.
Die, they have Glyph, Ardent. Oh, drop sentry. Oh, no.
He doesn't have it. See you later, creep wave.
No. Do they Glyph? They do. They're going to. But there's another one.
Another one?
Oh, my God.
It's just out of the range as well.
Oh, they have it down. Okay. I mean, they got 60 seconds OTA.
Carl's doing it, though. He's like... He's just in the lane trying to do the exact same thing. So
I
he's
don't
got this
know.
creep wave.
Marb pushes fast with Rapier. There's no way. Okay. I mean, Carl's gonna have to put his body on the line. He's got to buy back, of course, to play around with. So the blow-up escort at least to start. But still the towers are falling. They're onto the throne. Bob's still alive. They're going to drop the boat as well. It looks like Execration. They might have just done it. Off the back of a repeat comeback from Marb. The throne's going to blow up. And Execration. They come back. Oh, my Lord. What a way to take game one.
Glad you didn't ask me my overall prediction for this first game, because probably wouldn't have turned out the way I was expecting. You know, just one too many dives. Maybe, again, they're playing to have fun right now. T1 realized that in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to learn anything more on this patch, right? So they're just going to have a little fun, try and work on the chemistry. I'm sure there's still a lot of laughs going on about throughout their Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever it is that they're looking to use, but, you know, maybe giving away the Aegis to the Tide Hunter, not the best plan. Maybe, you know, going for a tier 4 dive, not the best plan. And they did it a couple of times. But Execration, to their credit, they played around.